Hello, and Starfield. So, we're going to be overhauling, and I mean overhauling, literally rebuilding our outpost system, because, yeah, I'm not really fond of the way it's done. I've been reading how others have been doing it in a way, and I'm just adding some slight variations as we go along. Just to try and see if I can clean things up. I mean, for one thing, it's like too noisy over here. We're doing like lots of manufacturing over here, so bringing all sorts of links in, and it gets really noisy. Even I think we're just like 3, maybe 4 like links. It's just too noisy. So I'm setting up dedicated system links, internal system links as well. So I'm on this planet here where I want to set up a new system link. So the idea is all of the other systems out there that need to send any resources over to a new storage base I've built should send them here. The $64 million question now is what resources? Because this is where the process starts to fall apart. Because I built another site like this for the warehouse, for the manufacturing site. I was looking at one site which doesn't need to send anything there anyway, so it's like,
I need more hobbies. Writing about you, thinking about you, talking about you. That's 3 right there.
Okay, interesting hobbies. You know, definitely interesting. Right, so this place needs to create helium-3, or rather, it doesn't create it per se, it just needs to extract it. So I'm going to put that one there. Oh, I can build 2. Cool. I don't know if 2's enough, to be fair. Why is this almost look a bit weird? Doesn't seem to zoom out much for some strange reason. Yeah, put that one as close as I can get it. Right, that gets me 2 of them. What about, have I got the enough for storage, maybe? Yeah, I've got enough for storage as well. Cool. Right, actually that's a thought. Where are we? Ship's over there. Where's the little beacon? It's there, so I've got a good bit of wiggle room, so I can start putting the inter-system cargo links over here. So I think I'll just plonk that out down here. Then we can link that up to there. That up to there. So I'm going to need power. So I need 40 power. Ooh. Right, what kind of power can we get? Well, that's interesting that I could put 30 power into that. Well, that could be cool, just by nuclear fusion. That would be tempting, that, because I've got enough to make. I've actually got enough. I've got enough to make 2 of those, actually. Who knew? Anyway, well, it's either that or we go with the solar domes. I don't have enough aluminum. I mean, each of those just take 3 of these, so I could get 2 of them now, which isn't enough, to be fair, but it's enough to get started, I suppose. So that gets me 24. Oh, I need 4 of them though, don't I? Ooh, now here's a thought then. Bit of a dangerous thought, but right, if we do that then, out of curiosity then. So if we can build 2 of those, because I've got enough facility. Yeah, I've got enough like items to do it, so if I get 2 of those, it'll be quite interesting that. Right, so I need 9 lead from somewhere. I don't know if I'm actually making any of that or extracting any of that, so that takes care of that. Let's have a look if we want. Oh, that's a thought. Robots. So the sanitation, that increases the production rate of inorganic resources. So I've got enough to make one of them. I'll do these later because at the moment we don't have enough power, but I think I'll add those sort of things just to means we'll produce more helium-3. Right, so inter-system links, I'll need 4 of them. So I've got enough of that, but I don't have enough aluminum. So I need more aluminum. Fudgesicles. So I need 4 of those in total. So I need some more of that then. Cargo links, we're okay on that. Does that use 0 wire? No. In which case I need even more aluminum. I don't need anything like landing pads or anything. So really it's just the power. Now I haven't figured the storage out because I haven't decided what's coming in. I think there's one, it'll either be these ones. But I don't necessarily know how many. I'm thinking if we start with the Baran system. Is it Baran system? Baran system, something like that. That one is bringing adhesive in. So I need at least one, well, I think we'll just have to work it out as we go along basically. Right, where? Ooh. I think I might know. I don't know if we're actually mining it, but because it's Thren where we're doing. Yeah, we're doing lead and tungsten here. The only trouble is that I don't necessarily know if I'm actually mining it or not.
I just love wearing a spacesuit, especially in places where it keeps me alive.
That is sensible. It is. It truly is sensible. Right, so this one's doing tungsten. So did we do lead? Yeah, so we've got some lead over here then. Here maybe. Aha. Let's grab that. And I'll go and put that on the ship. So that gets me my lead. So then I need a bajillion aluminum. So I can just go over to the manufacturing plant and get it from there. So this is the trouble. I mean, I'm mining resources like that, for example. At the moment, they're not going anywhere. So I'm having to go to all these different planets to get it. The trouble is, I don't know what's really possible. I mean, in theory, I could have that sent off to the warehousing facility, for instance, what I've set up as a storage area, and then I've got one location to get my items from. If I want manufactured items, I'll go to the manufacturing outpost. That's the way I'm thinking. The only trouble is if things start getting clogged up, you start getting bottlenecks because you just don't have enough storage to keep things. That's the dilemma. I mean, you can keep adding more and more storage, but like, well, okay, at what point do you stop? And there's a mod out there which sounds extremely useful, but I just can't use it, unfortunately. Right, can I put that in there? Oh, I can, right. Cool. Right, in which case we want to go back to Ursa Major, which is over here. We go to over here, so that's where we're doing our aluminum. We'll plunk ourselves down over here. Right, so somewhere I'm doing aluminum. Right, it's over here, isn't it? But the plan is to start stripping out these extra cargo links. So it ends up where this has just got one link coming into it. And that's it. It'll be a lot quieter.
Don't try to...
Fudgesicles. That wasn't what I wanted.
Do it. I know you can, because you can do anything. Not even good to make your voice.
And that is a good point. I appreciate your feedback. Right, let's grab a bit of this. Right, how much have I got then? 182, right, okay. Right, which... yeah, I could have gone from there. Right, let's head back to... here, I think it is. So this is going to be dedicated specifically for bringing in resources from other systems that end up going into this storage facility, if you will. That's the plan. Oh, what am I doing? I don't want to be doing that. I want to be doing a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of this. Right, the ship... oh, the ship's in the way. Fudgesicles. This is not good. I've got a ship that's in the way. And the view's messed up again. Yeah, the view's a bit messed up. So I can't put a... well, I suppose I could put a system link out here. Right, let's see. So if we do system links... so at the moment there's 4 systems I'm working with. If I could find them, that is. Aha. Right, we'll leave that there. So I'll turn that around. We'll spin that around in that direction. And see how many I can fit in. I might have to take off and then come back again because the ship's getting in the way. Which is unfortunate. I could put them like that. I don't know why it does that. Like, for some reason it's like everything's... as soon as you build something, it reverts back to the default setting for some strange reason. Which is a bit weird. Right, plunk that there. Right, I'm going to go over to here. And I'm going to go back to there and I'm going to see if it puts the ship somewhere else.
My scanner says...
because I've got no particular need to put an actual landing pad down. I mean, I could do, but there's no particular need. Yeah, it looks like the ship's further out now. That's good. Right, that's better. Right, so let's move that to... that's not working. Put that there. Put that one there. I'm pretty sure there's a limit as to how many of these you can actually have. I think at some point it was like 6. Yeah, I think there was a limit of 6. There might be more that I've got now, but we'll see. I can try and reduce the number of systems I work in. That might be better. Right, if we head over to here, so they'll produce all of the helium they need, except for the power. So power... ooh, now that's a thought. See what these reactors are like then. So they'll produce 60 power in total. So plunk that one down over there. So that gets me 60 power. I'm puzzled why they're green. Why would they show like green lights? Because as far as I was aware, they're only green when you actually connect them up to something. Seems a bit odd. And then if I put my cargo link over here, can I build a cargo link? Let's have a look-see. Yeah, so put the cargo link over here. Right, so if we do that, if that's going to be, say, the brand one. Now that's all that's got is, I think that's the one that does lubricant. That's the only thing it does. So if I make one storage box there for that, so that's going to be an incoming link. And I set up a corresponding one here. Oops. Oopsie. Didn't want to do that. I'll set up one corresponding link here. There. So that feeds into that. That then feeds into that. So the idea is we'll get lubricant coming into here. And it'll be stored into there. Then it'll store into here. Then it'll go there. Then it'll ultimately end up at the warehouse or storage place. So if I head over to, oh, there's a thought. I haven't built the robots yet, have I? Because I was curious to see, A, can I do it? B, what can we do for improvements? Because at the moment we're at about 6.66 production for the helium-3. So if we do little robots, so the sanitation one increases inorganics. So that takes me up to 8.24. Logistics does everything. The only drawback is I need polymer. Right, let's scribble that out. So I need some polymer. I need a positron battery from somewhere. Right, we're going to have to go on a little tour. Where can I get them from? I might try neon, because yeah, let's try neon, because there's a few shops there, but Siegfried tends to have some pretty good stuff. Quite like that. There's also possibly the outfitters, because I'm thinking maybe
if you head down any dark alleys, bring an espresso. It won't help you escape, but at least you'll be hydrated.
Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
Okay, that's it's an interesting bit of information, that one. No, it's too. Let's not get into the complexities.
If you don't see what you need, feel free to ask.
Okay, well, what have you got then?
Absolutely. Here's everything I currently have in stock.
Okay, well, hopefully you've got what I need. Because if you don't, well, that's a pity. If you do, then that's great. Right, we still don't have any of these things that I'm looking for, which is a bit of a pain. You've got some polymer, so I'll buy that. That's my polymer sorted. But you don't. Oh yeah, yes, you have got positron batteries. I'll have them as well. Oh, hold on a tick. No. Actually, how much money have I got? Oh, I've got tons of money. Right, that's not a problem. Have you got any of those? No, you don't. And have you got those? No, you don't have any of those either. There's some strange things I'm looking for, and you don't have them either. Never mind. Thanks a lot. I got what I needed. Well, let's head back then. So I should be able to get that little robot going. So if we head down here. So we're over here now. Where is it? Yeah. I'm carrying too much, I can't. Seriously? How much are these batteries weighing? Where's the dude? There you are. Can you carry some things for me?
Look at you, Freestar Ranger, deputized and ready to round up the bad guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like on hold for now, though.
Gladly. I'll do my best to preserve every item.
I appreciate that. I really do. Right, so if I give you... not them. If I give you these... Yeah, that takes a bit of weight off me. Oh. You're a
Let's
star.
keep moving. Onwards and upwards.
Depends. I mean, we might be going sideways as well. Right, we want to go back to here, then we should be able to complete our little robots. Then probably go to that. Was it Baran somewhere? Oh no, that's a completely different place altogether now that I'm thinking about it. I'm getting confused. Yeah, we'll go back to that other place, and I know where it is basically. I can rejiggle things, shall we say? Right. Go a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of this. All right, because you got the batteries now, have you? Dude, there you are. Can I have the batteries back?
Creme Terracino is my favorite. Terra Latte is also my favorite. So is Terra Brew Classic.
No, okay.
Gladly.
Terra Brew.
I'll treat every one of your items like the sacred totems they are.
That's okay. I actually wanted them back, to be honest, but actually, I only need. Do I only need one? Oh, you've actually got. Oh, that's my stuff. Right. Tell you what. Let me grab. I'll pick up 2 of them, just on the off chance, because I can't remember exactly how many I needed. Thank you.
Being part of your crew is just the best.
Okay, that's good to know. Thanks for the feedback. It's always useful. Right. Yeah, I don't need one. Right. So that then gets us to 8.67. So that's not bad, actually. Right, what else can we do? I mean, we could boost the power, but there's no particular need. And I can have a little security robot whizzing around looking after the place. Just leave them just wandering around. Right. Actually, did I put one of the little ones in? I always usually have one of the little ones. Ah, hold on, we've already got 3 crews. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right, so we put another little one in. Ah, right, so there must already... What, is there already one going around here? Ah, right, we only have a maximum of 3 crew. I'd have to put a... set up an outpost thing. Right, got you. Right, I get you now, right. That's fine. I don't think you need any more. So, what I'm going to have to do then... is quite a lot of things, right? So if we go to... Did I set up the storage here? Ah, no. Woodsickles, I need a... Oh, foobar, this is getting complicated again. Although not necessarily, because that's storage. There's no reason to send stuff from here to there. It's just from there to there. Right, okay. Let's come out of here. So if we head over to here, if I've set up a cargo link, I should be able to hook this up to the storage facility. In theory. Right, let's go and have a look-see. Yeah, so I can hook that up to there. So at the moment it hasn't got anything. Right, if we then go to the place, which is Bardeen. I was close. I got the bar bit right. Well, kind of, sort of. A bit. Right, if we go over to Bardeen 3 then. Because this is the system link that I've got for Bardeen 3. I mean, I haven't gone to the same complexity as I'm doing over there. Because at the moment I'm only just transporting it adhesive anyway. So if we go over to here, I'm going to change the system link here, which is over there. I'm going to break this one. So instead of sending this to, I think I'm sending this to Jemison. I'll send this one to Ursa Major. And then it'll get stored. Because as far as I'm aware, I don't know. Actually, what's this lubricant I think we're sending? Yeah, we're sending lubricant. So that's Jemison. So let's break that. So we'll remove that link. Do you want to break the link? Yes, we do. So that one is for storage. Ooh, crikey. I don't know which one's which. Fudgesicles. That's complicated. That's too complicated. I want to pick the right one. Ooh. I mean, this has got its own helium-3 anyway, so that's fine. As has this lot over here. So if we go over to here. So we're going to land on here. I can go and pick it from this side. I don't think it'll make any difference. Right, so I think it's that one over there, because there's only one of them where I've got the storage set up. Yeah, that's the only one that's got storage. Right, so go to here. Right, so if we hook this up to Bardine 3, confirm. So that's going to be bringing in lubricants. So I'll bring the lubricant into here. So if I now go back to... let's head over to Jemison then. Because if there's any... there's any lubricant lying around over here. Well, I may as well break the... Ah, no. This would need its own system link. Let's have a look-see. So we don't want to go to there, we want to go to here. So as far as I'm aware, this is only specifically for the organic. The only reason I'm doing this is because I need fibre and nutrients for the plants and the animals that we're either doing it at Keeler or
I bet there's a lot of unique
major.
fauna here. Ooh, I wonder if they'll let us pet them.
I mean, give it a try, you never know. Right, so this is stuff that's being made. So is these... well, that's not good to me. So this still needs... Ah, right, so this system is going to need its own system link. So at the moment, this is not doing anything, which is fine. This one's got adhesive coming in from Gagarin's. That's within its own. So again, this is going to have to get... Gagarin's going to have to send it off to the system moon planet, just like this one will. Then they'll ship them on to where they need to be. And this one is... At the moment, this is forwarding everything over to a Keeler. So yeah, this needs a whole rethink. I just want to try and trace the bits and pieces that I've got. Try and find things like the adhesive, for instance. I mean, I think by now it'll have been probably sent over to Heal. Can't get any higher on that. Oops. Oopsie. What's a THOR? Nope, didn't want to do that. Yeah, still struggling for water. I think I'll have to start. There's a bigger water facility I can create. I think I did want it somewhere, like an industrialized version, because I think these are the commercial ones. It's kind of odd because it doesn't tell you how much water they make, but... So this is not doing anything, so I think I may as well just take it out. Yeah. And there's no plans of doing this if I'm going to set up a completely separate outpost for it. So let's take that out. So that's gone. So where's its storage box gone? Or at least, was there anything in it? Where are we? This is the trouble, like, I've got no idea where I am. I mean, I'm here somewhere, so I probably want to be over by the wind turbine. So if that's empty, I can remove that. There's no need for it. Yeah, back here. No, don't need that. Yeah, take that link out. Take that out. Right, so this is currently coming in from Gagarin, so that's the adhesive that's coming in. Ah, now that would have been the lubricant in that case. So then, and that's empty, that can go.
Not even gravity can stop you, Captain.
Right, I'm too close to that, so I can't touch that. Right, we'll take that out. Right, so this setup, so it'll end up where this is just going to forward to another system link, and then that'll send out to either stuff going out of the warehouse or stuff going to the... Yeesh, this is complicated. Having said that, there's no... I don't have any other inter-system links needed, shall we say. So I don't need to go from, say, Alpha Centauri to Cheyenne. Everything's going over to Ursa Major, so yeah, that should be fine then. I just need one inter-system outpost in each system. Ursa Major is just an exception because it's got stuff coming in, a lot of things coming in, so and they're going out to different places, so I need two. So water's a big problem here. Oh, I could build them one of these. So where's the water tanks? Water tanks are over there. Plunk that down. Yeah, that's an industrial scale one. I think. Yeah, it's the industrial scale. Now I don't have enough power. Logicals, right? Okay, so what power can I make then? Ooh, I can build another reactor. They're quite cool, these, I must admit. I mean, that's putting out 30 power. That sorts the power out. Right, with that. Ah, now there's the thought. Ah, right, that is needed. Right, okay, got you. So where is the... Right, okay, so that's currently shipping everything that this planet makes, which is all sorts of stuff in the greenhouses. Actually, I haven't said that. All they do is fibre, don't they? Yeah, they just make tons of fibre. And at the moment that goes to Akil, and now any excess then goes over to that organic planet I've got. But I've also got adhesives coming in from Gagarin in this system. So I'm taking advantage of this existing system link. But the trouble is, I don't actually need these adhesives in any of the blinks along the way. So it's all probably just going to build up. Obstacles. Right, I'm going to go over to Cheyenne. So yeah, so that needs breaking up, basically. Let's have a look over here. So they make nutrients, but they're also pulling in the fibre plus the adhesive. And I don't think I'm sending this. I might, well, if I am sending it on, I think it just ends up stuck at the organic place. I have a funny feeling I don't think I'm forwarding it on. Right, so this place has got the fibre plus the adhesive coming in. This place has got helium-3 coming in, so that it could service that, but it's also forwarding stuff off too. That's major. Right, so this stuff's coming into here. Ah, right, yes, I stopped it all because it was starting to get too plugged up. Right, so any lubricant I find I'm going to take out then. Basically I'm just going to take all of the lubricant out and I'm going to take it back to where it came from because it's starting to get too complicated. Right, so you shouldn't be in there. You shouldn't be in there. You shouldn't be in there. And we're going to have a look over here. So these are the 3 boxes that would have fed into there. So there's nothing in there, nothing in there. Just fibre there. So these are the 3 things we've got here. So aromatics, hallucinogens, and nutrients. So this is the stuff that gets made here. Whereas this is the stuff that's been getting pulled in. So it was originally going to be the lubricant, in which case one of these boxes needs to go. So see if I can take that back out. Right, and I'll take that outer box out. Yeah, we're basically just producing so much fibre, everything's getting blocked up. How are you still getting stuff in here? It must be still stuck in the inbox then. This is the trouble, you just run out of room.
Your bag seems full. Is this another training regimen of yours?
It is, yes. It's all about weight training. That's my excuse anyway. Right, let me take this out. So at the moment this is adhesive and fibre. So that was going to be the lubricant one, that was going to be the adhesive one, that was going to be the fibre one. The trouble is it's balancing everything out. And that wasn't the intention. Oh, wrong one. Right, we'll take that out. So that's no longer relevant. This one's no longer relevant. Yeah, there's nothing feeding into this one. somewhere out there.
I'm doing an oral history of Constellation's most decorated members. It's just me repeating your name into a data slate for 5 hours.
5 hours is a long time. I'm quite impressed.
Of course! I'm always happy to help.
Good, good. Right. Let's see then. Can I give you some bits and pieces? Like, can I give you that fibre back that you had before? How's about some aluminum while we're at it? Do you want some adhesive? Cool. Right.
I've got your back, and your sides, and your front.
That's good defensive tactic. Good defensive tactic, yeah. I sound like I'm blocked in now. Right, so if we go back to here, body, and go to, is it actually, hold on, is it on this planet itself or is it on the moon? Might be on the moon, Bardine 3A. Nope, it's not on there. So it's on Bardine itself, surely. On Bardine 3. There it is. Right, so that's where we make the lubricant. Now, is that building up? Or is it making its way over to the storage? Right, let's have a look-see. So just one greenhouse. That should be going into here. Put that in there. So that's just double checking. Yeah, so we make a lubricant here. So that goes to straight into there. Right, fair enough. So it goes from there to there. So I think that goes to just a little box.
My scanner says no flora, no fauna, and one majestic and invulnerable hero.
I'm not so sure about the hero part, and I'm not so sure about the invulnerable part, but might be right on the other bits. Right, so that's going into here, into here, into... Maybe it's not such a good idea to have a big storage facility. Oh, that's suddenly appeared. Yeah, if it's just an intermediary, maybe it's not such a good idea to have large storage. Right, so if we feed that out to there, I'll go and have a look in here. Because otherwise it's going to build up here, then it go out of there. I don't want a certain rate. That's my train of thought. Right, so there's nothing here then. That's good. Right, so take that out. Take that out. Take that out. And a link up to... Hang on a minute, this doesn't make sense. This does not make sense at all. What have I done? Nope, put it away. Right, do that and that. Right, let's take these links out. I think I've messed the links up. Right, let's see. So if we do zoom. So this is the system link. So this is the outbound. So this is incoming from there. So that goes from there to there. And then it ships out from there. That makes a whole lot more sense. Right. So then if we head out to over here now. So basically I've taken that out of the system in theory. So if we head over to here. It'll either be in here.
Places like this may look barren, but they could have minerals to extract. Diamonds in the rough, like you.
You mentioned that before, haven't you? Right, so this place. Oh, stop doing that. You gotta do that, and you gotta do that, and you gotta do that. Right, so this is. Right, this is the system link that we've got coming in from RD, which is bringing lubricant in. So that goes into that little box there. So there shouldn't be anything in here. I mean, they've got limited capacity. 500, I think it was. Yep, nothing in there. So that's feeding into here, which is empty.
I am currently engaged in the completion of my assigned task. Please do not interfere.
Okay, I won't. I shall leave you alone. Okay. Right, so this has got a... This is an internal one. So that's got a capacity of 500. This has got a capacity of 300. So there's some lubricant showed up here, so that's good to see. At least I know that bit's working. So if we then go over to here where I'm storing it all, we should have some lubricant over here now. Because it's the only stuff I'm sending. The only drawback is I've only got a certain amount. I've practically filled the storage up already. Put a big large storage box and it's almost full before I even got started. Right, there's the docking bay. Or the docking landing part, I must admit. Where's everything else gone? Should be around here somewhere. There should be a... Right, so there's a... there. Right, so there's a... For whatever reason that's turned yellow. I'm suddenly curious. It was interesting how you saw the shadow turn up. It's like a bizarre looking shadow. Right, so what have we got in here? Because I brought some stuff over from Aquila. Aha, so we've now got lubricant. Says some there. So I'm just curious to see if there's going to be any in here. No, but there's... I don't know why that's flashing yellow. Unless it's a case of it does that if there's nothing to bring. That might be a possibility if there's nothing to bring, there's just nothing to do. Right, so that's starting to get full. So let's see, so do this and this, this. Aha, storage. Right, so if I hook that on to there. Trouble is, I've got to do this in a way that's going to let me actually get access to it. So it's not that one, it's this one. So it's bringing it in from there into that one, and then that one's just feeding up into that one. So there's... Right, so it's brought that stuff over. So as far as I can tell, it seems to be alright. So I think the harder one's going to be the... I mean, that's dealt with Bardeen. So Jemison's going to need its own systems. This one needs its own internal links. Now, that doesn't need anything special, so I could potentially build it... I think I might build it on here for the simple reason if I can build another outpost on the moon, on the planet rather, I can get a boost of for my boost for my skill, one of the skills I've got. Right, so let's just try and find Sandy Desert. That's the copper one. What's this one? Desert. Oh, what's a plateau like? I'm curious. I might just build it in the desert. That's the Rocky Desert. Rocky Desert. Rocky Desert. Ooh, we're a bit... might be a bit close to there's something else. Right, let's just backpedal. I mean, there seems to be quite a bit of room here, so I'm going to plunk that down there. Right, that's good. It didn't complain and say, right, you've used up all the outposts on your planet. We'll rename this to... Right, this is internal links. They're internal links, right? We're doing internal links in case you didn't know. Right, so this one is just basically just going to be... Well, I want to take advantage of that skill that I've got, so I'm going to plunk that there. Can I put that on there? Right, that'll do. So that means I've now got... Let's have a look-see. Build habitable outposts on 10 different planets. I still need another 7 to do. Ah, different planets. It doesn't count. Got you. There's no point doing that. They've got to be different planets. Okie dokie. Right, so what do we need for... Ah, now this is... Ah, right, yes, this is something I was thinking. So actually there's no point building this one, actually, now that I think about it. Because I've got a system link on this one, because it's got helium-3. I've got a system link on this one, because it's got helium-3. I was going to... I mean, I put the storage on here. And it's already built, but I might... It might be worth just taking the storage and moving it up. Oh, potato, potato. It doesn't really matter. I'll just leave that. But I'm thinking with the internal links, it's going to get complicated if I have one outpost that deals with all the internal links, because there's an outpost here, there's an outpost there, there's one over there, there's one over there, there's at least 2 here. There's that one, there's the uranium one, there's the copper one. So I might split it up. I might put a... So I might have a... Yeah, if all I've got is just one dedicated internal link site, that's the way I was thinking about it, it would start to get complicated. Is how do I know that the problem is splitting items out? This is the big problem. There's no way to filter things. Well, I say there isn't anyway. There is potentially, but it's prone to error. Right, so where's this internal links one then? Right, so that's Ursa Major 1C, so that's called System Link Storage. So this is going to be internal link storage then. Right, internal link storage. Right, I'll do it that way then. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a separate one. Didn't want to do that. So this is for anything that I'm making within this Ursa Major system that I just want to dump into storage. Right, so we'll bounce out of here. I'm going to head over to here. I'm going to build another one on here then. It doesn't really matter where. Creators, let's have a look-see. So this is going to be internal link. The internal link for the for manufacturing. Yeah, it seems planned. So this is internal link. Ooh. Manufacturing. Oh, Boobar. So this is more likely to need a lot of links. So this is where it starts to get complicated because I don't know what I'm making, quite frankly. So this has got. I mean, the uranium. Well, actually, now that I think about the uranium, I'm not doing anything with it. So I'm making uranium on this site. So that probably really just needs to go into the warehouse then. Let's see, so that's uranium. So where's that? I'll have to have a look and see where that's... It might not actually be sending anything anywhere. It might not even be doing anything, quite frankly. Yeah, it's not even doing anything. So I've created the outpost, but I'm not actually using it yet, so there's no point doing anything here. Then there is the copper. Now copper, that's got to be going to the manufacturing site, surely. I mean, it seems complicated the way I'm doing it, because this is just sending it straight to manufacturing, but yeah, I'm just basically trying to minimize the number of links I've got at that one site. Right, so we're making not doing that. Ah, right, so this place... Ah, right, so I'm manufacturing stuff in here as well. So, I mean, really, I should be just shipping this stuff out. Right, so I'm... Ah, right. So I'm bringing resources in from Skink here, so that I could make... zero wire here. Gotcha. And then I've got this one, which is sending stuff back out again. I mean, this is the... what's this? So we're producing copper. That copper goes to there. So some of it goes to make the zero wire, but then some of it gets shipped up to here. So the zero wire ends up in there. The idea was to pick it up. But really what I want to do then is bin a lot of this and just export the copper out to ultimately end up at the manufacturing site where it'll make zero wire. Right, okay. So I'm going to have to zip out of here and come over to here. I'm going to have to set up a facility here to make zero wire.
I triple-checked our spacesuits before we departed. They should be free of leaks and dust.
Cool, I appreciate that. Right, so there's a... why have I got a manufacturing thing there? What's that one doing? Are you kidding me? This is the trouble when you don't even know what you're making. It's like... ah, right, okay. I've been going out and buying them. Totally oblivious to the fact that I could have just got them here. Like, ah. Okay. Right, so we have a look over here then. So I've got two... what was there? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start... let's grab that. I mean, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with these bigger ones yet, but... these are the medium ones. So that's being fed from that. Let's move that out of the way. So I've got two little ones there. So that one's doing adaptive frames. That's doing reactive gauges. So if we do... so you can have up to 11. My stomach coolants, my pressure. So the idea is I want to be able to set this up to do everything. I want everything that I can possibly make being made on this planet. So this will be the manufacturing planet. Shouldn't really put them in order, then I would know what's going on. Nope. No, don't go there. I want you over here. No, don't go there. It's funny, like, I'm trying not to snap it next to it, right? So that one does... so what's first, then? So the zero wire should be first, then. So that's going to be zero wire. Then you'd have adaptive frames. Austenitic manifolds. So what's that one? This is a bit annoying. It's snapping and I don't want it to snap. Right, grab that. There must be something missing from that. It's got no nickel. Right. So that's the adaptive frames. That's the... Right, so we've got reactive gauges. So what's... I'll tell you what, whatever that. Well, I've got it. I'll just... No, 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 don't go there. No, 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 no. Not there. Bit of a pain having to grab things. Seriously? You're going to be a pain, are you? Right, so that's that one. So the second... Oh, politics, that's adaptive frames. Portugals. Oh yeah, I'll just build that one here, because otherwise I'm starting to get confused now. Right. Then we'd have... what? Relays. So this one's going to make comm relays. Then you'd have isocentered magnets. Then you'd have isotopic coolants. Then you'd have mag pressure tanks. Then you'd have monopropellant. Then you'd have polytextiles. Polymers, but you know, kind of everything. Let's get this out of the way. Then you'd have reactive gauges. How rheostats I can go and get from over here. Because I know where that one is. Then 11 is the 0 wire. So where's my 0 wire one? I'll grab that one. So there's going to be a... Right, so that one is... like pressure tanks. So pain in the neck having to pick these things. I can't just like move the mouse and pick them. Right, so that one will delete. So that would be that one. That one frames. Right, so adaptive frames is... let's grab that. That's fine. Right, move that one to the left then. Right, so that's the first one. Oh, crucibles. Right, that's manifolds then. Didn't want that. Right, if we grab that, I'll try and straighten these up a bit. Oh, why can't just use the mouse to do this? I've got to keep moving backwards and forwards with the cursor keys for some strange reason. That's going to be a bit further out. And I can't make that less sensitive. Because I'm already at the minimum that I can do it with. Oh, I'm going back there. I'm already at the minimum to the settings allow me. line things up, that's all. Right, so that's the manifolds. Comms relays. Where did my comms relays go? Curious. Okay. Next one is isocenter magnets. Next one. Cool. Oh, fudgesicles. Right, that one is the reactive gauges. Let's move that out of the way. Already got one of them. And that's going to then be producing something more complex. I'll have to find somewhere to put these as well. I mean, I could move them higher up, I suppose. Find a better place to put the solar panels. But anyway. After the hang on, isocentered magnets, isotopic coolants, magnet pressure tanks, monopropellant. So that one there. Polytextiles. Reactive gauges, is that what that one is? Yeah, it's the reactive gauges. Then we've got these ones, these real standards. Right, so the real stat ones are ending up here. Okay. No, don't snap it out. Come here. Stop trying to snap to somewhere I don't want you to snap to. Then we've got zero wire, so one of these was going to be zero wire. Oh, alright. Makes no sense. Right, so you're the zero wire one. So I'm missing one. Oh no, that's it. So it should be 11 in total. Okay, so we've got all of those ones. So the idea would be we make everything. Oh no, that's interesting. So that. Interesting. So these are the reactive gauges. So where's the rheostat one? So if I feed that one into... Oh, which one is it again? That one. So that then wants ISO-centered magnets. So I don't know if I've got. Have I got what it needs to make the little boxes? Yeah, these are all going to start snapping together again, aren't they? They're too close together. Stop snapping. Right, I'll put that one up to that one. Yeah. For a game on a PC, we could make this a whole lot easier by allowing me to move that cursor with the actual mouse. But oh no, I've got to complicate things up. Stop snapping. Drives you nuts. Right, so we hook that up to there. Yeah, that up to there. So that one wants ISO-centered magnets. So we don't have any actually made, but ultimately that's where they'll end up. Now that one needs cobalt and nickel. Tetrafluorides and ionic liquids. That needs nickel. That needs mag pressure tanks. So what are we making here? Right, so if we feed from there into there. Reactive gauges. Right, is it that one? There, let's grab that. Just so I know which one it is. Right, that one needs mag pressure tanks and reactive gauges. Plus alkanes, fibre and cosmo. Oh, interesting, so I do need to send fibre here. Now the 0 white. Alright, okay, so I need to build another one of these things, don't I? Now that one needs... Where on earth do you get membrane from? So there's molecular sieves, it's all sorts, so at least I've got some idea of what's going where, and I can work out what sort of products I need just to get the first tier done. And once I figure those out, I'm assuming you need like low tier stuff to complete these, and these go into making these more complex things. So there's control rods, so isotopic coolant I think is something we make. Drilling rigs, so a reactive gauge. Oh, so I've got a need to send lubricant here after all. Like a sieve, so we're making mag pressure tanks, rods. So there's a need for the uranium. So there's some use for the 0 wire. And rheostats that we're making. Back with a 0 wire. These ones. Right, there's all sorts of things going into these. That's interesting. I think these are things I've actually needed at some point. But that's something I don't know where to get memory substrate from, for instance, or biosuppressant. So it's like, where do I get these things from? But hopefully what I can do then is start breaking this whole system up. Give that its own cargo, internal cargo link, so I can start feeding stuff into another outpost on here that then feeds into here. So I'm going to end up with like a bajillion outposts at this rate. I just hope I've got enough room.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.